Going to the number 7, who got a good piece of it. And Montoya takes it on the full. Could have maybe let it go, bounding away for a 7-tackle set, but it's almost as good as here.
Never trust about it.
Oh! Pompey had it jolted free, and they looked to strike immediately. Townsend dragged down. No penalty on offer. How big would that be? Do they get into field goal position here? A try would do it, of course. Drinkwater. Taumalolo into acting half. And did, and ran behind Lukey and was worried about it. So they burn a play there. Townsend. Cotter setting them up for a shot potentially here. So many options for a field goal, but they're not thinking that at the moment. Taumalolo back to Granville. And now Townsend in front of those uprights. Little slip from Drinkwater. Tries to get going again. Do they take the shot? Granville on the final play. Kick looks heavy off the boot. 7-tackle set. No field goal shot. We're still level.
Yeah, we're just saying how valuable Jake Granville is for the Cowboys. He's come out and he's been a bit heavy on his kick there. What are we looking at here, Speedy?
We have a captain's challenge. The on-field decision is dead off the kick. They're challenging that the player is escorted off the ball.
Well, it would be a needless escort if there was one.
Well, teams do it at this stage of the game. 4 minutes to go. They've still got a challenge. They may as well use it.
Just run straight into the defender.
Sean Johnson holds his ground. We're playing on at this point. And the ball goes dead. The challenge is unsuccessful.
It was a Hail Mary, as you say, with the captain's challenge up their sleeve, but it's gone now.
20-minute restart.
Now the Warriors power through that middle. Hopefully they get into good field position that they can have a shot at field goal. Both sides will probably have 2 to 3 sets. Sean Johnson's...
HIA.
So
Well, mate, someone's got to let me know.
Jesse Arthur's departing with an HIA.
We know they got someone on case.
As I said, Sean Johnson and Reece Walsh will be the people that go forward. They look for their field goal.
Zero tackle.
Yeah, Johnson's got 14 of them in his 208 previous games. Harris DeVita slotted one. Nicarima slotted one. He's not out there at the moment. Fanua Blake straining for every metre he can get. Here is Harris DeVita. Aiken caught high. Townsend left his mark on the chin. Does Aiken stay down? It's not encouraged, is it? And he gets back to his feet, but that could have easily been a penalty on first inspection.
Jake, move! Let him play it.
Johnson, can they get in position for a shot? Walsh, almost underneath Taumalolo, who dragged him down from behind. Johnson in position, centre field. Charge down, and it's bounded away a mile. And they'll get another set here. Tidied up by Sirenen. Inside the final 3 minutes in a cliffhanger on Fox League.
Well, they've shown their cards there. They'd probably go to that man again, Sean Johnson. It was a really good chase out of marker, I think it was, by Jake Granville.
They are into the wind, the Warriors. So they'd like to get a little bit closer for the next shot at it. Johnson. Oh, almost right through Murchie. Try saver from Holmes. Dragged down the bigger man. Now Johnson, quiet early, taking over late. And he's out of play.
Reece Walsh.
The next option is the fullback from 25 out. Reece Walsh slices it. And the Cowboys will get their shot with a 7-tackle set.
As you said, Speedy, they need to be really good here. The Cowboys, as many metres. Jason Taumalolo and then played big parts in this. Ruben Cotter's been good with leg speed through the middle part of the field. Get down close as they can. And I think you'll find they'll go to Valentine Holmes. He loves these moments.
Taumalolo still on top of the VB hard-earned index. as he's been right throughout the game. Can he have a big say here in the final 90 seconds or so? Winding up off the long run. Legs tackle from Aitken stopped him.
They'll definitely be in field position to have a crack at it.
Cotter has given them field position all night. Lands on his front there. Got to get off. Don't want to give away a penalty goal. Attempt for the Cowboys to try and win it.
There they go.
Townsend's kicked 11 of them in his career. Fires it back to Drinkwater. They're up quickly, the defence. There's space for Feltz. The kick is handy. And fumbled by Curran. Oh, what a take! Diving at the feet of Townsend from Harris to Vida. They're out on their feet, the Warriors, but they're still alive.
Oh, what a play. Chad Townsend was just waiting to kick that into the end goal and score the try. And Harris to Vida came from absolutely nowhere to dive on this loose football and to save the day for the Warriors.
That was the moment. Townsend saw him arrive late and pulled out of the attempted soccer. Inside the final minute, will be straight off to Suncorp at the end of this one, of course. But it might take a little while, the last minute, plus the potential of Golden Point.
I think we'll find Harris Tavita's hurt himself. He went in so hard to get this ball. He was committed. No one was ever going to get that football except for Harris Tavita. And I think his head's come in contact with the ground. A big play for the young man.
Yet another HIA, as this game has taken a toll. Curran stayed down for a long time after he copped the treatment-friendly fire in the end. And there's the desperation. He copped a boot in the nose in the end, didn't he? Or a shin, as Townsend tried to pull out of the kick, but he'd already committed to it. So there's a field goal exponent out of the equation for the Warriors, who've got a good 90 metres to go here.
And it's really interesting with the Warriors. Do they try and win it, or they just try to get extra time here? Because I don't think they can win it. I think the captain's just showing his hand there as well. They just want to wind down the clock. They know they're probably not going to get into field position to have a shot. So let's just get to extra time.
Yep, no adventure at all. If they're not careful, they might just give the Cowboys one last long-range shot here, because Johnson's kick will only get to around that 40-metre line, just beyond it. So can they set it up for Holmes to try and hit one sweetly from long range here? Not quite into enemy territory.
One tackle.
Wow, Holmes doing Townsend no favours. And we will go the extra distance. They can't be separated after 80 minutes, and we are set for Golden Point. At the end of it all, it's the Warriors 24, the Cowboys 24.
And both of these sides, they would have practiced going into extra time a few times in the off-season, and probably, once or twice, since the season started. And it's so important that everyone understands what the objective is, how, if they receive the football or if they're defending. Obviously, penalties are crucial in extra time. Giving sides piggybacks out of their end, or giving them the opportunity to kick a penalty goal. And then once again, having the right people in the right spot when they are taking that shot. You need Jake Granville at marker, those type of players, to get some kick pressure on. And then obviously you need some kick options. We saw the last one there for the Cowboys. They actually had run shape. If they did get kick pressure, they had run shape to the right, which is also very, very dangerous for the opposition.
What about those two replays of the field goal attempts and what this guy did? Granville charged down the first one, put pressure on Walsh for the second.
Yeah, well, he's played with players like Jonathan Thurston, and he knows how important it is, one, to get some kick pressure, and even sometimes to get that pass spot on to the bloke kicking the field goal. He's going to be crucial in this next bit. Sean Johnson has also got to stand up. He's got to direct his team around the park. Adam Flanell-Blake and them will get their metres, but Sean needs to make sure they land in the right spot so he can kick the field goal.
Tedesco getting ready, all of the superstars about to strut their stuff as the Roosters take on the Broncos just across town here in Brisbane at Suncorp. Southeast Queensland just dominating Friday night footy on Fox League.
Interesting tactics as well. Do we receive or do we kick off?
What do you want to do?
Well, possession is 9/10 of the law, isn't it? So I'd want to have possession because you just don't know. You can have, penalties and a lot of things come into play. But, some other sides understand in that 5-minute period, one side's going to have probably 3 sets if you're perfect, 3 sets, and one side's going to have 2. So you just need to make sure you want to be the team that has the 3.
And you want the breeze at your back, obviously.
My word, especially in this first bit.
It's the Cowboys who will run into the breeze here. We'll be straight to Suncorp as soon as we find out a winner in this one. It's so important, of course. The winner goes to 3 and 2. The loser will be 2 and 3 and will drop out of the 8. The winner will be inside the 8, could be as high as 5th. With a victory here. So the Warriors get the ball first. And off the long run comes Bunty. Running into Cotter and getting outside of that 20. Fanua Blake off the back of it. Good solid start to this set. Aitken now. And slipped through the tackle of McLean. Cotter let him up quickly, and they are rolling through Walsh.
60-4, they'll get a shot first set.
And you're happy with a shot from any range now? There's no risk associated with it?
There's always risk.
They look to a field goal kicker. Johnson charged down again, played at. And another fresh set. There's the risk associated with a charge down.
And that's the idea about possession. While you've got the football, these things can happen to you. Now they'll get a set and they'll definitely be in really good field position to kick the field goal, but you should have the mentality also to let's score the try.
They're going right up the middle again. Curran. Maybe one more play and then have the crack as Johnson gets into position. Back in Warriors colours. Sean Johnson dreaming of moments like this all over again. SJ has got it! No, it's waved away. Sean Johnson could not finish it. Some of the crowd went up. I think they thought he'd nailed it, but it's wide of that right hand upright and Granville in his face again.
Yeah, that man, Jake Granville, gets out, puts pressure, and he kicks it out to the right because of the pressure from Jake Granville. Now the Cowboys, you get your turn.
The old 1%ers from Jake Granville will be showcased in the video session from the coach, Todd Payton, if they can finish it off with a victory here. He's been the freshest player since coming on, and he's utilised those fresh legs. Now goes to Dearden. 2 more plays. Townsend looks for a big bopper to set them up. McLean lands on his front for a quick play of the ball. Townsend drives it, does not get enough on it, and Walsh will bring it out of his own in goal. We go again. Walsh at speed. 2.5 to go.
They had both their kickers in Valentine Holmes and Drinkwater in position, but the dummy half found his halfback in Chad Townsend, who's probably the loudest talker out there, but he's not the best striker of the football. I'd be going to Valentine Holmes or Drinkwater on that drop kick.
The timing for Fanua Blake was there. Johnson has had a rangefinder or 2. Egan looking for his number 7 again. And he'll take it on. Oh, he drove it low and got it over the black dot this time. Sean Johnson back in Warriors colours and the hero again. Win number 100 in his stellar career, capped off with a match-winning field goal in Golden Point for SJ.